Okay guys, welcome back to a new video, and today is part 3 of reviewing my subscribers' bikes. So I'm not going to waste too much of your time, but if you are watching this video and you are not subscribed already, then please turn on post notifications and subscribe. It costs absolutely nothing and about 60% of you aren't already. So it helps me out a massive amount with the channel, and it'll mean I can carry on uploading videos for you guys. Obviously, if you want to be in part 4, then just send your photos down to my Instagram, which is fatripper.max. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first bike I'm going to be reviewing today is Ollie's C100 in concrete grey, I believe is the actual colour name for it. Now, this is probably my favourite C100 colour that they've ever made. It's just such a nice colour, and you don't really need to spend much money on upgrading it to make it look good. He's got most of the parts blacked out, which is what I think looks the best for that bike. It's just all black parts. Like, you can't really beat it. Grey with all black parts just looks beautiful on the bike. So I'm going to have to rate it a solid 9 out of 10, just for the fact that it's the nicest C100 colour, in my opinion. Remember, all of this is based on my opinion. But if you disagree and you think any of the bikes should have a different score, then let me know down in the comments, and we'll get on to the second bike. Okay, so the second bike that I'm going to be reviewing today is the C100, which is quite different, and it may not look like a C100 from first glances. Now, this bike does have fast ripper rims, which obviously means you can put pegs on it, which is quite a cool idea for a C100 to have pegs on it. Now, my friend used to have this bike, and it was alright. I wasn't too much of a fan of it. I didn't like the way it combos, but the black and gold colour scheme does look quite nice. However, I do believe that if the frame was sprayed a gloss instead of a matte, I think that would have made the bike come out a bit better. More like how the 2018 Beast Mode looks, if you know what that looks like. So, as riding wise, it rode alright, but we're not really basing it on riding wise because I can't ride every single bike that I'm reviewing on this video, but I have had personal experience of that. So I'm going to rate it a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, so bike number 3 that we are going to be reviewing today is a C100 Pro. Now, this bike's been done in a purple colour scheme. Now, I've seen lots of C100 Pros in this colour. I've had a C100 Pro in this colour. My friend Jamie's had a C100 Pro in this colour. Everyone does it of the black one. Quite a lot of people do it in purple. So it's a nice bike. As I can see, it's had quite a lot of upgrades, but just because of how common this bike is, I'm going to have to rate it a 7 out of 10 because I see so many black and purple C100s. So let's get on to bike number 4. Okay, the next bike is a Mafia Bomber, the Tiger Bomber one. Now, this is probably one of my favourite Mafias that they've ever made, and I like it because it has the original tyres, which just make this bike basically a cheat code. If you haven't seen my review on this bike, then you should go check it out. It's on my channel right now, and it's up. So yeah, you should go check that out if you're interested in seeing more about this bike. It's not the exact one, but it's the same bike, and they all feel pretty similar. So, just because this is my favourite Mafia, I'm probably going to have to rate it a 9 out of 10. It just looks nice, feels nice, rides nice, and I like it because it's all blacked out. So I think that's the best way to go with this bike. Okay, next we have a Fast Ripper. Now, this looks mostly stock. It was the same kid who had the C100 Pro, but it has got some quite big upgrades like a Hope Brake and a red seat, which does look quite nice. I think these bikes look better when they're all blacked out, but I've seen quite a lot of people black them out, so I think it does make a difference. I think the red Hope Brake, although it's really overpriced brake, I think it really does stand out and make this bike look really nice. So for that, I'm going to have to rate this a 9 out of 10 because this is probably one of my favourite Fast Rippers that I've ever seen. Okay, so next we have a custom Fat Ripper that has been sprayed black. Now, this is quite a nice bike. However, the one thing I would say is that I think you should put some all black tyres on this and make the whole bike all black, because then it would just be like black everywhere, and I think that would be a really cool looking bike. But as it comes, it's quite nice, looks quite fresh. There's a chance it could be a dinger because most of the sprayed Fat Rippers are usually dingers, but I'm not going to say whether it's a dinger or not because I haven't actually rode it. But just looks wise, I'm going to have to rate this at 8 out of 10 because it does look quite nice. Okay, so next I believe we have a 2020 Big Ripper. Now, this is probably my favourite Big Ripper, either this one or I guess probably the blue and silver one's my other favourite, but this one, it is so nice with the chrome blue rims. I think it's like the snow colour. I don't remember the exact colourway of it, but it is beautiful. Now, if I was you, I would take off the spoke skins and just have it with mostly stock, put a hydraulic brake on it, and keep the hookworms on. But as it comes, just take the spokes off. It's a 9 out of 10. Such a beautiful bike, and I love it. So yeah, 9 out of 10, and yeah, just take off the smoke skins, and then it could be a 9.5 out of 10. Okay, so next we have a Trek. Now, this Trek is one of the nicest colours I've ever seen, with the black frame and the chrome sticker. It looks really nice, but it is mostly stock, so I can't rate it too high, but I will recommend a couple parts for you. Now, I recommend you get a new seat. You can get wheelie seats off eBay or get a collective bike seat. Get some hookworms and take off the gear rings at the front and make it a 1x. And that's what I'd recommend you do to the bike. Maybe get a new brake for it, depending on what brake it is. But to be honest, it's probably coming with some hydros like Tetro or one of the crap Shimano's, which, to be honest, if you're just starting to learn how to wheelie, because I've talked to this kid a bit and he's starting to learn how to wheelie, so you don't really need a sharper brake than that. But I would get a better seat and some better tyres, because the tyres will help you a lot and they'll make your balance a lot better. But just looks wise, I'm going to have to rate it an 8 out of 10 because it's mostly stock. But if you did this up, you got potential to make this a really nice bike. Okay, so now next we have G-Cuff's Fat Quad. It's just a beautiful bike. No matter what fat quad you have, it's just beautiful. I do recommend that if you have a fat quad, you should keep it stock. I mean, I'm hopefully going to be getting one in the summer. I don't know, depends how things go with YouTube and everything, because I want to be able to buy it with my YouTube money. But that's only down to you guys whether I get big enough to afford it. But we're not talking about that right now. We're reviewing this bike now. It's just a beautiful bike. I love fat quads. It's going to have to be a 9.5 out of 10. It's not really like anything bad I can say about the bike. It's just a nice bike. So yeah, it's mostly stock, but it still deserves a 9.5 out of 10 because the bike's just beautiful. So yeah, let's get on with the next one. Okay, so the next bike we have is a Mafia Medusa. I think it's in the candy floss colour, although he's taken off all the pink bits on it. Now, I love this bike. These bikes are so good for learning hard tricks on because they're a small bike, so they do have a lot of positives. But look-wise, you've done a really good job. You've blacked it out mostly, apart from the frame. Looks really nice with the black hookworms and the black parts. So yeah, I'm going to have to rate this a solid 8.5 out of 10. I love this bike. Okay, so next we have a Carrera. I'm pretty sure it's a Vengeance, but I'm not too sure. He's put some red ODI grips on it and some grey snake skins and a Mafia seat. So it looks alright. The only thing I would say is get a new brake. That is really important because you have got a stock mechanical brake, and without a new brake you're not really going to be getting too much better. So if you get a new brake, I'd say maybe get hookworms for it as well instead of the snake skins, and just have it on a low-key black with a couple little red bits, and that'll make it look really nice. But at the moment, I'm going to rate it a 7 out of 10. You really need to put some hydros on it. Okay guys, I'm trying to fit as many as I can into this video, but the next one is this Mafia Blackjack. It's Owen, the leader of CCS's Blackjack. Now, I love Blackjacks, as I've already said. They're really good for combos, and this one just looks really fresh. You know, the hookworms on it look nice. It's got a nice beast mode seat. It's a fresh bike all round. Not too much I can say about it, but I do like the seat and the tyres. I'd say black it all out. In my opinion, I'd take the blue grips off. But obviously, it's all opinion based. But as it is, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Really nice bike. Okay guys, so this is the next bike. I'm not really sure what brand it is, but it says Wolf on the frame. So I do like orange. Orange is quite a nice colour. It kind of reminds me of Bike Star George's original Giant, if anyone knows what that looks like. But it's an all-round nice bike, but if I was you, I'd definitely get some new brakes for it, because I can see you've got some mechanical brakes and that's going to help you with wheeling. But the bike all-round doesn't look too bad for an MTB, so I'm going to have to rate that a 6.5 out of 10. Next bike I'm going to be reviewing is this Mafia Blackjack we've got here. Now, it's alright, I like the Blad rims on it, they stand out, but if I was you, I would make the bike all purple and all black. So I'd take off all the blue and the red and the pink parts and stuff like that, and I'd make it purple and black, because I think you've got way too many colours and the colours just like don't work with each other. So as it comes, I'm going to have to rate it a 6.5 out of 10, but it's definitely got potential if you just make the colour scheme work, because it is a nice bike. So it's definitely got some potential there. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Now, if you did all enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because obviously that helps me at my channel out a lot. And obviously drop a like down below. If you want to be in the next video, then just go follow me on Instagram, fatripper.max, and go send me a message asking me to do your bike and send a photo of your bike. Now, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.